Today I'll be talking about the story of Ann Szedlecki. Ann Szedlecki was born in Lodz, Poland in 1932. She had a father named Szymszan, who was a tailor for the family, and a mother named Liva. She sold merchandise to Polish citizens. Ann grew up on Pochetna Street, house number 12. At this time, their house was large enough to sustain the family. Her father had enough room for a tailor's workshop in the kitchen, and every family member had an actual room to sleep in. Life was decent, for now at least. In 1935, the family moved to Polnokna number 7, which was the ghetto area of Lodz. Finance became a big problem for the family, so they were forced to move here with limited amount of space for the family to live in. Crime was at an all-time high here, meaning that Anne was nearly raped or molested multiple times in this area. This becomes important later, but in August 1939, Hitler and Stalin signed a non-aggression act, meaning that the Soviet Union would be safe from a Nazi offensive, for now. In September 8, 1939, German troops invade Lodz, changing Anne's life forever. 1 year, the Nuremberg laws were enacted, stripping Anne of her German citizenship. She couldn't go watch movies, she couldn't take transportation, nor could she go to school. It was then decided in December of 1939 that Anne and her brother Scholl would go to the Soviet Union, thinking it was safe due to the non-aggression act. They had to go there through multiple trains while under the oppression from Nazis and other anti-Semitists. When they arrived, life was unfamiliar to them. They were so used to living around Jews that they didn't know how to act around these new strangers. They had 2 decisions at this point: work at a labor camp or get deported back to Germany. Because of only being age 14, Anna was able to attend school in Russia up until she was 16. On May 10, 1940, Nazis invaded Poland, meaning that their power was only growing. Disaster strikes again during the summer of 1940, when Scholl is arrested for violating Article 58, which is being under suspicion of working with the enemy. Anne believed that this was all one big setup to get another Jew in jail. On June 22, 1941, Hitler breaks the Non-Aggression Act and invades the Soviet Union, meaning that Anne isn't safe at all. To make matters even worse, Scholl is declared dead due to tuberculosis on March 18, 1943. Anne was all alone and scared. She was forced to move to a labor camp near a town called Ust-Kamenogorsk until World War II ended. There, she had to perform productive labor, such as industrial work, for the war effort. Finally, on May 9, 1945, World War II ends, and Anne is set free from the labor camp. After 1 year of living in the Soviet Union, Anne decides to return back to her home of Lodz, Poland. What discourages her, though, is that she knows her whole family is dead. She realizes that returning home would only bring cherished memories that would deepen the wound the Holocaust has already brought her. From her brother's death to her family's death, Anne finally decided to leave Europe and go on a tour in Israel in 1984 with her husband, Abraham Szedlecki. Her journey ends in Toronto, Canada, when she dies of cancer on May 7, 2005. This is the story of Ann Szedlecki during the Holocaust.